It's just out of my way. So then I saw like if I cut through the wilderness, it was right over there. Didn't realize it was like a pretty steep ravine. And so like I went down, I was like, oh, I cannot get out of here. I've got to go back up. Started going back up. My horse tipped over backwards and died. So Bob Merrily was like, well, I mean, there was something wrong with him.
That, to be fair, when you buy a horse that's on the box, do not tip upside down.
Hello. Hey, I'm going to ask you all a question. Okay. What did you do in remembrance of Horpens yesterday?
So much. I usually celebrate privately.
Yeah, well, as he would want you to, so that makes sense.
I reflected. On, just Horpens, his death.
His death. His untimely demise.
His untimely demise.
It was untimely.
The horse that came after him. Bob Merrily.
Bob Merrily. Yeah,
he didn't quite.
Bob Merrily didn't make it to the end either.
Well, the next one never really lives up to the expectations.
Well, and I started running out of names. Like for those of you who don't know, 4 years ago I was playing Red Dead and I was trying to get my horse to make it to the end of the game without dying. Let's just say it did not go well for Horpens.
How far did you get, Matt?
I think I would guess about 2/3 ish of the way, maybe getting close to 3/4.
You remember what camp you were at when Horpens
I remember, yeah, I actually do remember what happened. I was running out of Valentine, which is so stupid.
Oh, bad idea. Big mistake. Big mistake.
It's like I had robbed somebody or like hit somebody. Something really stupid happened.
Yeah, you bumped somebody on the street with Horpens.
Yes.
Yeah, you be doing Valentine's.
And I remember like running and just trying to get away from them. And, you know, a small incident and a small infraction became like I was the most wanted man in the entire county. And I was being chased by 4 individuals. We'll call them bounty hunters, sheriffs, something. With somebody with guns. And somebody was coming towards me. And I tried to avoid them. And instead of allowing me to avoid them, they ran right into me and killed my horse. And I couldn't go back. Like I would have just like that to me, like that was a stupid like death. I would just restart it. Like I didn't want any of this to happen.
You got to hit the reset button on your console.
Right don't power off. So he was just dead and I couldn't figure it out.
You didn't revive him? It was too late?
It's too late because I didn't know he was dead.
Just skinned him.
I thought it was his horse that was dead.
Skinned him.
Horpens was stronger than that. I thought he could make it through, but he didn't do it. So,
what did you do?
What did I do?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I stayed in bed all day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your grief, right? I mean,
yeah. I'm still like kind of in mourning. You know, like I want to make sure he. Oh. Yeah. So I think it went Horpens and then Bob Merrily and then there's another one and then eventually got really tired of like naming them.
My horse won.
No, I went to Glue because I knew he was going to die anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
you got a little morbid there.
Got ahead of it. Yeah.
So tragic, very tragic. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
No, I didn't kill him by delaying.
Treatment. Yeah. Well, Horpens had signed a DNR. And so out of respect.
No, I didn't. I wanted to. I didn't realize he was down. And I never carry, like, it was stupid of me. I didn't carry a horse tonic with me ever.
Wow. So, that's a rookie mistake that you probably didn't correct after that.
Well, I wanted to spend my money on the things I wanted to spend it on.
Like outfits and hats?
Poker cards.
Outfits. Yeah. No, I didn't play poker. That's a waste of money. I would have rather buy horse repellent.
Horse repellent.
To keep the other horses away from my horse. That's what I needed. No, outfits, hats, guns,
tobacco.
The stew. You can get that stew from that one place in Valentine. That was really good.
I always treat myself.
Yeah, I'd get a whiskey and a stew and listen to those guys ramble around me.
Yeah, the guy in the raccoon hat.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play? I don't know that we mentioned this for anybody who's a first-time listener. First of all, I apologize for any first-time listener ever.
No, it's fine. I explained what's going on. My horse died.
It was from Red Dead 2?
Oh, did I say it's from Red Dead 2?
I don't know. I think we just jumped straight to
No, you said
They went back and said, yeah, it was from Red Dead 2.
You said you were playing Red Dead, but I don't know if you...
Oh, sorry. Red Dead Redemption 2, Electric Boogaloo, the year of our Lord.
That's what was happening.
Judgment Day.
Yeah, Judgment Day, T2. And this was 4 years ago. So in my Facebook memories popped up his death day. And
I cannot believe it's 4 years.
I can't either.
And you'd made a little picture, too.
This is my very best Photoshop I've ever made. And it will never compare because that one came from the heart.
I mean, I have a friend of mine. He goes by Pencil Lad on Instagram. And do you guys remember, like, he's like a professional artist. He's worked on, he was working on Knights of the Old Republic, the remake.
Oh.
You know, at a company out here in Austin. He was a big fan of free play for whatever reason. Was a big fan of free play. Heard us talking about that, and then drew the tombstone.
Yeah, that probably is going to come up in the next couple of days on my memories here.
Oh man, I hope so because I'm gonna have to dig to find it.
I just cannot believe
we have the emote here.
Horpens. Yeah, so that's why if you're ever like in our Twitch chat and you're wondering like why is there a horse that says RIP underneath it, that is why, because Horpens is our unofficial LTN mascot.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong. I think we had a few horse emotes for a while.
Legitimately speaking, I think that like what probably should happen is, we always talk about Parks and Rec whenever we get to this. We're talking about Horpens because there are some people that get it and some people that really love our version of Little Sebastian here, Horpens. And then there are other people who are Ben and they don't get it. No, Ben's gonna sit and watch us. He's gonna be a lookout guy. I think that they should adopt. As I was looking through a GIF to send, so many of them came up that were just like him like clapping like this. It's like I don't get it. And I think that like people just need to lean into that. Just lean straight into it. Well, next year's a big year for it, so we'll probably like
5 years, a big 5 year
deal. Launch some horse balloons off into the sky.
Yeah, it's the half.
Well, we have a year to prepare.
If this anniversary becomes bigger than like our LTN anniversary, like I think it'll be hilarious.
It will. It absolutely will.
Okay, so let's write down in the calendar a year from now, big Horpens celebration.
Well, I already sent you the calendar invite, so we just need to make sure we plan ahead of time.
Plan ahead and just mobilize everyone here. Say, what are you going to do for the Horpens anniversary? Like, what can we get done?
I want pin the tail on the Horpens, obviously.
Okay.
Obvious.
We could do bobbing for apples.
Okay.
You can do bobbing for apples, okay? You can do that one because there's obviously snot going into that water. And I'm not getting that.
Horse tonic.
Horse tonic drinks. Yeah, we all make our own horse tonics.
Yeah, make your own horse tonic.
Yeah, okay. And for a while there, people were doing that. What was it? Like they take that horse medication for COVID. We can do that. We could do that.
Safe.
What was that?
Safeguard
horse tranquilizer.
Apple cinnamon.
Horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, we can do that, right?
Not horse tranquilizer.
It was a
one, and I give it to my chickens to deworm them.
Wasn't it tranquilizer?
It's a dewormer. It's an apple cinnamon flavor.
Oh, no, COVID is worms.
No, whatever. Look it up, okay? I just remember I have the same. I have the same one in my garage, not for me to use, and it's also expired.
Right. Well,
it's for the chickens.
I just inject direct sunlight into my body.
Hey, for those listening, if you've not ever played Red Dead Redemption 2, Kate and I highly recommend it.
Or if you've not ever finished it.
How's your horse?
Yeah.
Oh, my horse, Big Dead, also died in Valentine. I'm
just mad that he died in Valentine when I was so far into the story. Valentine's like the first big city you get to. Big city.
Mine died immediately. I couldn't figure out how to get off the horse. I pushed the wrong button.
You went up on the sidewalk?
So my horse went up onto one of the porches.
It went up the stairs. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they were like,
me too. That's exactly. It happened to me so many times. Or I'd go to wait at someone and I'd shoot him instead.
Yeah, or you go to brush the horse and you punch it.
Yep. And you get kicked in the face.
Not to brag, but I don't lose horses very often in that game.
I didn't lose them very often. I just lost them sometimes.
Well, look, you've been through like 5 different horses.
I went through 4 horses. Okay.
I haven't been through. I lose maybe one horse.
Bob Marley. I don't know how much time we have. I'm not looking at the clock.
We have 30 seconds left.
Bob Marley was a tragic accident where I was delivering a woman back to her camp. Like I found her and she was in trouble and distress.
She was on the side of the road near Emerald Ranch.
And I picked her up and I was like, this is out of my way. So then I saw like if I cut through the wilderness, it was right over there. Didn't realize it was like a pretty steep ravine. And so like I went down, I was like, oh, I cannot get out of here. I've got to go back up. Started going back up. My horse tipped over backwards and died. So Bob Merrily was like, well, I mean, there was something wrong with him.
That, to be fair, when you buy a horse that's on the box, do not tip upside down.
I know.
May cause instant death.
I was like, that one I was really angry at. Really. I was like, this is, you would not do this, horse.
Real quick before we get out of here, because we're gonna try and like stick to the timer here as much as we can.
Well, you're not in the timer, so
I am. Do you remember? Do you remember, Matt, when you were playing Ghost of Tsushima and your horse hit a rock and then did like a flip? Do you remember that?
He didn't die though. Yeah, he didn't die though.
You can't. I don't think you can kill those horses.
Right, and well, I accidentally sliced my horse and it didn't die. I was like, oh no, he's fine.
I think the infomercial, like the black and white infomercial for Ghost of Tsushima is, are you sick and tired of losing horses in Red Dead? And then it's just like,
this is the game for you.
Play Ghost of Tsushima. Your horses are
people
invincible.
are trying to open. They're trying to open a cabinet and like all of the pans fall out.
No, not again.
It's just like video footage of you killing your horses.
What it needed to happen, I should have been able to like make my horse a shield, like put a rope on him and like have him on my arm. So whenever I fought those guys, like in the duels, like I had a shield, like I just block all their attacks with my horse.
Okay. All right.
So
well, that's
you can do that.
That's the Marvel crossover we never knew that we needed.
Someone hack that and make it happen for me.